What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sanchez 405 coming at you. It's on the Warpath. And if you make sure you click that subscribe button, hit the bell so you get notifications anytime new content posted, and share it out. Greatly appreciate it. And y'all, we're getting ready to preview this game. We have a special guest on here. I think for the first time, we are bringing somebody on to help us break the curse of the dirty New York Football Giants. And I bring on Lauren Russell. SheGotSports. Lauren, how are you doing, my friend? Thank you for coming on.
I'm all right. After Sunday, I'm a little upset, but thank you for having me on here, Corey. I'm excited because I've never done like a Washington football team collab. I feel like the Giants and Washington were like the friends of the division. I feel like we're the least rivals. So I feel like we're like kind of buddies.
Yeah, we're buddies because y'all keep on beating us up all over the last 5
only
games.
Team Daniel Jones can beat.
That's true. The only team he can beat.
For some reason.
For some reason, I don't know what it is, and we'll dive into it. But Lauren, I want you to introduce yourself, where folks can find you. If they can't find you, they're crazy. But just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I have a YouTube channel, SheGotSports, one word. I do Giants videos, but I also do a bunch of NFL videos. I love to do reactions because I'm always just like, stop pretending Derrick Henry. And I'm on Twitter at SheGotSports, and then also I'm on Twitter at It's Lauren Russ, RUSS. That's where you can see like my game tweets, like, oh no, not again. Oh no, bruh, like those reactions. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Instagram too, SheGotSports. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And also you speak of chats and everything. I will be doing a in-game chat live from FedEx Field with Rave on Sports. So I'll be the moderator for the Washington football team while I watch the game. If y'all want to download it, it's where sports fans can get together, talk about the games and talk about sports. You can download it. It's in the description below. And yeah, just go in there and y'all check it out. Shout out to G-Man, what's up? Heavy Chevy, what's up? Jay Martell, how you doing? Anna shared the link out. There you go. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Anna.
And then Rick Diaz, what's up? Red Wolf, Rick here to break the curse. Hey, y'all, how you doing, Rick? And if y'all on Twitter, y'all make sure you're doing make sure you like this out, share it out as well too, and retweet. And what's up, Casper? And then SheGotSports says Heineke season. It is Heineke season, but we'll take a little dive into this about your all's game last week. Of course, falling to the Denver Broncos. Teddy Two Gloves and company coming there 27-13. Really was a 27-7 ball game, but Daniel Jones, the leading rusher for them, it got that last minute touchdown. So I think people in Vegas might not have been happy about it. But just talk about what you've seen from this team out of week 1, and then kind of what you were excited about going into it from preseason. I know they were 0-3, but there had to be some flashes.
So yeah, the weird thing about this game was it was kind of the opposite of what I expected. And I think a lot of Giants fans expected going into the season. Mm-hmm. The defense was supposed to be like this top 10, top 5 defense, and just Teddy is back there shredding this defense with any receiver he wanted. Noah Fant, like just shredding the defense. And it's like, what is happening? They couldn't stop them on 3rd down, couldn't stop them on 4th down, and literally just couldn't get off the field. And then, of course, the offense had been a huge issue last year, like one of the worst offenses. They started out the game a little solid, like for Giants offense terms. Like Kansas City offense, that would be terrible, but like Giants offense, not the worst. Daniel Jones, he had the touchdown, and it was like, okay, that was a good drive. He's moving his feet in the pocket, like scanning the field. And then after that touchdown, I don't know, I guess the defense, just couldn't get off the field. Then Daniel Jones starts to play bad and fumbles the ball for some reason because he decided, I'm not going to slide on 1st down, which like I don't know any other quarterback who's like, I'm not going to slide on a 1st and 10 when there's 2 defenders right in front of me.
We had a guy here named Robert Griffin III that did that. he didn't know how to slide. So
and that just, after that fumble, was just the huge momentum, like, oh, he's doing it again. Like, he's doing it again. I mean, the things I was excited for was to see like Kadarius Toney, Kenny Golladay, all these new pieces we added on offense because that was supposed to change this whole offense. But Jason Garrett was like, I don't feel like changing anything. Everyone run to the sticks and then stand there.
Yeah. So what? You talked about Jason Garrett. Now I've read from afar that there's been some rumblings of probably friction in the off season between him and like Joe Judge. Do you think that might have something to do? And are those are those the same reports you've been reading? I thought I heard something like they may not have been happy or some kind of friction out there with the coaching staff.
I hadn't heard of friction like within the building, but I just know a lot of fans wanted him fired. And he wasn't. People want Freddie Kitchens to take over play calling, but I don't think he is. Not right now, at least.
Yeah. Freddie Kitchens, of course, the former Cleveland Browns head coach.
That's
and we
where
know
we're at. That's where we're at. Begging for Freddie Kitchens to take over play calling.
Y'all, look, we're looking for an offensive coordinator after one game. What's up, Micro Mike? How you doing? Ready Red up in the house too. We won't read his comment too much, but it's all good. I look at from my standpoint as a Washington fan, we came into playing the Los Angeles, San Diego, whatever you call them, Chargers, and I think the value of a franchise quarterback was on display there. I think we got ate up by a franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
Of course, it's going to be Heineke season now. Come Thursday night when you guys come and play us at FedEx Field, and I don't know what to expect in that regards, but y'all's defense looked like they had a little bit of trouble against getting to the quarterback, especially
sure.
like what is going on there? You paid Leonard Williams the bag in the offseason and everything. What's going on with that defensive line, which seems like it could have been a strength for the Giants? It just seems like it hasn't meshed in over the preseason time and kind of into the first week of season. And of course it's week one, so we're all not panicking here. Right.
The thing I think that's going on with the D-line is run game. The D-line is fine. Like Williams, Dexter Lawrence, like those guys are doing their job. Like the big boys are doing their job. It's the pass rush that was an issue last year, and it's an issue again this year. Like rookie Azeez Ojulari is starting. He got a sack, but I expected Lorenzo Carter to have a bigger impact on this game. I mean, he's coming back from an injury. And they don't have the pass rush there. They got Patrick Graham. He's probably going to have to mix up some like crazy play calls to get pressure, like, fake, like just disguise the pressure, bring pressure. I don't know, safety blitz, anything just to figure out a way to get pressure on the quarterback, because if they don't, like, Heineke, I think, will have a really good game.
I'm hoping for it. Heineke, we saw kind of worked a little bit of magic against Tampa Bay, and then
Heineke's decent. Like, I just recorded my preview video for this, and it's gonna go out tomorrow though. But I was like, Heineke's decent. Everyone's saying, "Oh, the Giants like definitely got to beat them because it's a backup quarterback." Like, he's decent. Like, I watched the Washington Chargers game. He was like 11 of 15, a touchdown, 100-something yards. Like, he's not. I don't think he's like that big of a liability as a backup quarterback. He can move with his legs. Like, I don't know. He makes stuff happen.
Yeah, and my biggest thing with Heineke was that his injury history, right? He's never been able to play end to end in a ball game. And this will be his first opportunity. Well, really, yeah, this will be his first opportunity because he did kind of get knocked out of that Tampa Bay game, and we were like, oh gosh, Stephen Montez is going to come in there. But I think that if they follow the game plan that kind of Teddy Bridgewater and company did against you all, I think there's an opportunity there.
Yeah.
And we know that there's a lot of pressure as we kind of dive in to your all's team. We have not had any answers for you. I mean, we sacked Daniel Jones 5 times. You guys go up 20-3, lose 20, win 23-20 against us in the last game. We give you a game, and then you come here in the Chase Young Bowl. I was actually at that game. Overtime, still can't scratch it. Dwayne Haskins can't scratch it again. Then we got Alex Smith hurt, and then we couldn't scratch it again. I don't know what it is. So I'm going to ask you this. When you guys, like when Giants fans see Washington on the schedule, is there like, oh, we got this? Or it's like, oh, we got to keep this streak going on, but something could go wrong. Is there like some superstition with this?
So when I was recording my video today, I said, The only reason I have like some optimism for this game is because it's Washington. And like that's not even a jab at Washington or whatever. But for
Shots
some
fired.
weird reason, Daniel Jones plays well versus Washington. I don't know why, because Washington has a good defense. But for some reason, he's comfortable playing against Washington. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense. But it's like literally one of the only teams he plays well against.
Yeah, I mean,
but who knows? He could play that this week. You know?
Right. You're right.
The streak could come to an end. I wouldn't be surprised if they lose this game.
I'm hoping. I've been to 2 games that we've played against the Giants. Tiki Barber's last regular season game, and then the Chase Young Bowl. And we lost both of those games. And I'm hoping the third time is the charm here. As I read a couple of comments here. What's up, Micro Mike? Like I said, what's up, No Fake Boys? Joe, what's up, brother? And then he says we should have traded for Stafford. Trash Russ. We need a win. That's right, Christian. And New York Giants fan says Giants win 23-17. Trucks got you with the urinate. Oh gosh, I don't know about all that. But anyway, I sit here and I'm like, I look at the Giants from a Washington perspective, and I'm like, there's no way we can't beat this team.
Yeah.
Like
on paper too. Like it's like if you don't know the history, it's like this team would obviously beat this team, especially after this week.
Right. I just sit there. I'm like Daniel Jones. Like you've got to figure this guy. I mean, he shoots himself in the foot at least.
Jason Garrett only runs like 10 plays. Like
exactly. But you all did, and y'all put a lot, which I was surprised. 13 points, and put all that money and investment into the wide receiver core. You get Galladay, you bring in Tony, like you said.
Sterling ignored them.
Yeah. Sterling Shepard, who went off. Sterling Shepard did go off in that game. And but I don't know. Like I just don't know what the glitch is between getting one up on the Giants. I just don't get it. But I looked at it too, and Saquon did not have a good game, still working his way back from that injury. Now, I'll ask you this. Do you think they may have rushed him back too soon?
I don't think they rushed him back too soon. Honestly, like they were taking him out almost like after he wasn't getting consistent snaps. Like he wasn't, like playing snap after snap, playing a full drive. And I hope they honestly, because it's going to be basically a year since the injury, like now, this week too. I hope they let him stay in for like a full drive and I think he needs to like get the momentum, like get in the groove of like not going in and out and in and out. That's what I think. I don't think they rushed him back. Like I think he looked really good. I mean, not that he like recovery wise, I think he looked well. I don't think he looked good in the game, but I think they got to let him get like some momentum.
Yeah. He's coming back to a field where he had a triple-digit day in the air and on the ground, where he had like a $130 something on the ground and like 105 in the air. I was actually, when he caught that pass, he's like staring right. I had Saquon like staring right at me, and I had to make a business decision. I didn't know if I want to throw him the bird or just throw him a thumbs down. I did the Christian thing. I threw a thumbs down to him. So I wasn't going to get it. I wasn't going to be on TV like that. But what's up, Hawk? How you doing? And will we see more Washington football fans or New York Jets, New York Giants? Ooh, sorry, didn't mean that. That's a cuss word. But New York Giants, we don't know. We don't know, Spider Monkey. But Saquon, I guess if they're easing him back, I just hope they ease him back, or maybe it's Thursday, give him a break, and then y'all give him 11 days rest and he'll be good. He don't need to play. He don't even need to travel with the team. That's all it is.
Load management.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Load man. It's like basketball, right?
Yeah.
But so in the second year of Joe Judge, what are your thoughts on him so far? I haven't really talked to too many Giants yet. What did you think when Joe Judge was hired? And then what do you think of him now coming into his second season?
So I honestly thought the Giants were going to hire Matt Rule. Like I thought that was going to happen. And I was like, yeah, great move. Like this is going to be a great move. And then I saw the Panthers hired him. And then like, I think it was literally like a few minutes later, maybe like an hour later, like they hired Joe Judge. And I was like, oh, this seems like a panic move, like right after.
Mm-hmm.
But I was happy with how things went last year. Thought he did a good job. But I mean, you can't make a judgment on 1 year. I mean, I just graduated school in the spring, and in my like 4 years of college, the Giants have had 3 different head coaches. So it's been like so much coach turnover. This year is going to be a big year for him because if the Giants don't make the playoffs this year, I really do believe they're going to fire Dave Gettleman. And then who knows what's going to happen once they get a new GM? Are they going to keep Joe Judge? Like, no matter how he does, this GM want his own coach. Like, I think just how they play this year is really gonna change a lot of things. Because this is like fans are gonna be pissed if they don't play well this year. Like people are already like, I'm done with this team. Like people are mad.
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about. We've already ended the season. Washington ended the season in the first half. We've already ended the season. It's over. What's up, King Ivo? How you doing? VA Money Group. How you doing? So we look at this week's matchup against you all. Give me some key players. Who are you looking forward to seeing, and who can exploit already porous Washington defense from the appearance against the Chargers? Who's your key on offense there?
Well, I think if they can get Saquon Barkley going, that's going to just be huge. So, he keeps the defense honest. I also think they got to involve Kenny Golladay. Like, you just signed this guy and you didn't involve him till garbage time. Like, throw the ball down the field, please. Like, I'm begging. That's going to be big for me on offense if they can get like they need big plays. They can't just rely on these 5-yard plays, especially with Daniel Jones consistently turning the ball over. Like, you can't just rely on 80-yard drives where you have like so many plays and it's a first and third down. So Kenny Golladay and Saquon Barkley, because I think those two guys have like the big play potential, and they have to involve them.
Yeah.
I don't know what the like how many snaps they're going to give Barkley. I don't know if it's going to be different than Denver. I'm hoping he's fine and then they'll give him more snaps, but I don't know. I feel like they might play it safe.
Yeah, I hope they do, because if they play it, the safer y'all play it on offense, the better for Washington. And then, I remember, I think of the last time we played you all on a Thursday night. The last 2 times, they've been blowouts in favor of the Giants. When we were up there in 2015, y'all ran and picked us off multiple times. And then Kirk Cousins back in 2014 at FedEx Field, and it was like a track meet. I think y'all won like 45-14 there with Eli and company. So I mean,
I miss him.
Yeah, I mean, did you, speaking of Eli, did you get a chance to watch Monday Night Football?
Yeah, that's the broadcast I watched. I loved it. I loved they had Russell Wilson on too, like 3 quarterbacks. Like, love that.
Okay, I didn't watch it. We did the live stream here, so I didn't really get a chance to watch it. But everybody has been giving it a rave review. So I guess kudos to them in that respect. And on your defensive side of the ball here, now we know that you guys have you still have Peppers there in the secondary, Leonard Williams, but my favorite New York Giant is got to be Blake Martinez.
Oh yeah,
that boy covers. He is the definition of a linebacker that I would love to see in the burgundy gold, which we have deficiency at. But talk about your defense. What who needs to rise up here? Who probably didn't show up this past Sunday against the Broncos?
I'm gonna go back to the edge rushers here. I'm gonna say Azeez Ojulari and Lorenzo Carter. Like they're not gonna win a game with 0 pass rush. Guys are going to stand back there forever. Eventually, someone's going to get open. So they need – I know Azeez is a rookie, but, it's time to go now. Like, this is getting serious. Like, we need some pass rush. And I know Lorenzo Carter's coming back from an injury, but still, like, those guys – I need those guys to step up, like, and just get pressure on the quarterback.
And I'll ask you this one, too. Is this a must-win for the Giants?
Okay, I think it is. Because of I shouldn't base things on fan reactions, but I know fans will freak out if they lose. They're gonna freak out about the Giants in general if they lose to Washington, and they're gonna freak out about Daniel Jones if Daniel Jones loses to Washington. because it's going to be like, oh, this is the one team he could beat, and now he can't beat them. I know fans are already going nuts, and if they lose to Washington, it's going to be tough because then they have a pretty tough schedule. They got to play like the Rams, the Saints, the Chiefs, the Bucks. Like I mean, like the schedule.
Right.
But coming up, I know they have the Rams. Like they got a couple games here that are going to be tough. So it's going to be a tough stretch after this game. So I don't want to say it's a must win in week 2, but for the sanity of the fan base and what I'm going to see on Twitter if they lose.
Yeah, I can only
like Sam Howell season.
Oh God. We'll do a throwback to quarterbacks here in a little bit too, but yeah, I feel the same way you do on the opposite side. I think this is a must win for Washington, and kind of the reason you said the fan base lost its ever collective mind this past Sunday. Like it's been like doomsday. I thought we were in November.
Yeah,
as bad as well. I think you could have thought we were like 3-8. Fire Ron Rivera.
I didn't think they played that bad, but I'm an outsider, so that's why I probably I'm like not that emotionally I'm not emotionally invested in them at all.
See, that's why you bring the logic to the other side of it for me. But no, I thought that. Now, were there a lot of things that were bad? Absolutely. The defense coverage was terrible. Linebacker play was garbage. One of my guys, John Bostic, I like him. He was trash. He was straight up garbage. Waste management was on the back of his jersey. That's how bad it was. But this fan base will lose it. I mean, we've got people talking about Chase Young now. That's where we're at. Justin, everybody said, and I've told this multiple times. I said, you're a liar if you tell me this. They said, I would have drafted Justin Herbert over Chase Young. I said, you were not saying that last year. You were saying Tua. Everybody was saying Tua. I said, you're a liar if you're saying you did it. Because nobody in the world, a lot of people, and you probably remember this too, Lauren. A lot of folks were like, well, I don't know about Justin Herbert. He's in that funky offense in Oregon. He really can't lead a team. You know what? I think if he was out here, he wouldn't succeed. If he was in Washington or New York, he wouldn't succeed because I need somebody like Eli Manning mentally to come to Washington for a quarterback. Somebody who just doesn't give a crap and just goes out and plays football because they will eat you alive.
Yeah, that's true.
Eli withstood 17 years or something, like 15 years in the work, like the I'm not gonna say worse as in bad, but like I mean they got teeth.
Like medium market.
Yes, the huge medium market, and these guys have teeth on them. Everything bites. He's a West Coast guy. I don't think he would have worked on the East Coast.
Like he fits well out there. Like I wish the Giants drafted him. I thought the Giants were going to draft him because I thought he was going to come out his junior year. Then he didn't come out his junior year, and it was like, oh no. But I'm like, this is the Eli Manning curse for him not going to the Chargers, like refusing to go to the Chargers. So they get to draft Justin Herbert. But he's such a West Coast guy. You can tell, like, low and everything. He's just so like chill. I really like him. Yeah. He seems like a cool dude. Like I like the way he plays football, but he also seems like a cool dude. But I think he has like a perfect match in LA. Yeah,
I think this is like they're the 5th, 6th most recognizable team in LA. I mean, you got the Lakers, the Clippers, probably the Dodgers, and this in any order, the Angels, probably the LA Galaxy, and then you got the Chargers there. They should still be in San Diego. That's just my opinion, but that's a different story for a different day. And you mentioned quarterbacks. 2019, you all got your franchise quarterback. In 2019, we drafted a franchise quarterback. So when you looked at Daniel Jones, and I think I remember watching your reaction to this. I don't think you were that big of a Daniel Jones fan there. Who were you looking for the Giants to get at that number 4 spot back in 2019?
I thought it was Josh Allen. I thought like, oh, Josh Allen is on the board. Josh Allen, the edge rusher, not Josh Allen.
Okay. Yeah. I figured I knew that's what you were talking about.
I was like, Josh Allen, like, I can't believe he fell. Like, he was supposed to go top 3. Oh my God, Josh Allen. And then
you didn't want Dwayne Haskins?
I did a video on
Uh-huh.
why I didn't want the Giants to draft Dwayne Haskins or why I didn't think he was going to be a good fit, and a lot of people hated on me for it. But I guess like it turned out right. I mean, but who's the best quarterback in the draft class? Kyler, and he went
Kyler Murray by
one.
far.
Like he wasn't
Kyler
even
Murray.
there at that point. But
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like Dwayne Haskins that much coming out of school just because I felt like so many passes, like the stats were so much yard after catch. Also, he wasn't necessarily a mobile quarterback, like didn't move around a lot. And I just like with the Giants offensive line, I felt like you needed someone who could just try to like move around, do some, and like they were running the patch runner offense with a lot of bootlegs and stuff. I don't know. I just didn't think it was a good match for the Giants, and I guess it will.
It proves. I mean, and you know, we know the situations with Dwayne Haskins and everything here in Washington. Another wasted pick at quarterback, but like I said, the franchise quarterback is key here. So you get stuck with Daniel Jones. What is what's the pulse of like the Giants fan base on Daniel Jones? Is this his last shot?
So I think coming into the season, a lot of people did believe, okay, like if they don't play well this year, like if they don't make the playoffs, like Gettleman is going to be gone, and that probably means Daniel Jones is going to be gone. I'll say this. After the first game, though, a lot of people who were Daniel Jones defenders were like, I'm not a Daniel Jones defender anymore. Like, I can't. Like, it was really interesting after the first game where he didn't necessarily play terrible, but it's just like, how many more, like, it's just like, yeah, he didn't play terrible, but he turned the ball over when they had momentum. And it's like, you just can't do that every single game. I mean, he doesn't do that statistically every single game. Like, he hasn't done that in every single game. But he does it way too much, and it's just like there's always a but with Daniel Jones. And
right?
Like, he played well, but like, and it's just I think if he doesn't play well this season, they're going to move on. I don't know if they're going to draft a quarterback. I was honestly kind of upset when they basically shut down the idea of drafting a quarterback last year. Like they just like denied the idea like Daniel's their quarterback, but so many good quarterback prospects in that draft. They had the chance to draft Justin Fields. Like I just didn't like how they totally shut down the idea. Like it was just never an option. Like he did nothing to prove that you shouldn't even look at quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that. I get exactly where you're coming from because, you know, when you look at Daniel Jones, I mean, it looks like last year he had, especially that surprising win y'all had against Philadelphia. I was like, oh, this kid's starting to get it. No. It was just like it's something about him that I don't know if it's the yips or it's just
like he's afraid to make a mistake.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you this. Now, could this be the market that he's in? Maybe he's in a big one. Do you think that could be like?
I don't know.
I feel like that has a lot to do with because they're human, and you know he reads the newspapers up there in New York and everything. You know when he's listening to the W fan and everything, and you know they probably gonna light into him on what he did, and then when he's a walking meme, pretty much on Thursday Night Football, when he fell, when he almost had the gun, like kid's fast too, but. I mean, do you think that plays anything a role in him? Like maybe just like not performing to the best of his abilities?
I'm not really sure because he's not really a guy who's like on social media. I mean, that doesn't mean he doesn't check it, but like he barely posts. Like he doesn't really seem active on social media. But I don't know if it affects him because he just seems like such a quiet guy where he kind of keeps to himself, where he doesn't seem like someone who's like out here subtweeting people and stuff. But that's a great question. I don't know. I haven't really thought about that.
Yeah, I mean that's just something I always like, especially on here. I always ask, I always tell people, I say we got to remember these guys are people too.
Yeah,
and I feel like that plays a lot into it. You know, some people might have the moxie to go out there and had the mentality just go like Eli, right? Yeah, Eli wasn't the best quarterback, but he did enough to win you 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think the difference between Eli and Daniel is 2 things. He can run, and I feel like he's Eli was physically, like mentally tougher than Daniel Jones. Like, because you can see it on the sideline with him too.
Oh yeah. Eli, the thing with Eli was actually like clutch. Like when Eli had to get it done, like he was cool about it. Like there was no difference between Eli in the first quarter and Eli on a game-winning drive. Like Eli was always just so cool and composed, and just nothing seemed to like phase him. But with Daniel Jones, I think he does press way too much because he's so afraid about making a stupid mistake that I think he like sometimes throws the ball. There was a play I saw someone breaking it down on Twitter. He had Kyle Rudolph one-on-one in the end zone and just threw it out of bounds. So it's like I think he sometimes is just overthinking and just thinking too much about not making a mistake instead of thinking about, okay, where am I going to go with the ball? He's thinking about the mistake. Like he has them don't make a mistake in his head.
Right. Just not play
and he seems
free.
So tense when he plays. Like I don't know if it's just me watching being nervous, but like he seems like tense. Like he seems like it also could just be the way the offense is run. Like, but he seems tense.
Yeah, it's that Jason Garrett offense.
Yeah, I think it has something to do with it. Like I can only watch so many like throws into like little 5-yard windows when the defender's like right there.
What about y'all still have Evan Ingram out there?
Yeah, he didn't play week 1 because he hurt his calf. I don't know. I think I saw something today that said game time decision or he might. There was no official word, but I think a beat reporter said he might be a game time decision. I don't know if he's going to play though.
Okay, all right, yeah, especially on a short week here.
Yeah, I like Evan Ingram despite the drops. I know a lot of Giants fans hate him, but Daniel Jones likes to go to Evan Ingram. He does.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean that's a young quarterback's best friend is a tight end, and but you can't be having the drops.
The drops are brutal. They're definitely frustrating, but when he catches it, it's good. He can make the most incredible catches, but he just struggles with the simple ones.
Yeah.
One of those things.
Yeah. What's up, WWE guy? Appreciate you stopping by. Chase and Sweat will eat. I hope so. So when you look at I guess I'll give it again an outsider's perspective here. When you look at this team, and I'm gonna take the easy answer out of this. Outside of Chase Young, what worries you or concerns you about Washington? Like when you look at highlights of us or anything you read, what is like something that just like sticks out to you like, oh, this cat's going to be a problem come Thursday?
Well, I mean, I was going to say the D-line, but like Chase was on the D-line. I think that's an obvious mismatch. But besides that, I think Antonio Gibson, like I know he had that bad fumble, but I think he's going to be really good this year. And like if he starts to run all over the Giants, that just shows that the strongest part of the Giants defense is weak, which probably means the other parts of the Giants defense are going to be struggling as well. So I think like they got to contain Antonio Gibson because I mean he's great out of the backfield too, like passing catches and stuff. Are you guys? Was everyone really mad after the fumble?
Oh God, yes. Oh Lauren. Let's sit down here real quick.
Everyone like done with him? Like everyone was hyping him up. Like I think
we ain't done with him. We was hot as Hades because do you know what happened on that play before that fumble?
The Herbert interception, right? So
and you give it away right at before you give it. You wash out something that your defense had been willing to give you, and then you drop it at your 4. I mean, that's so frustrating. And granted, he wasn't a full-time running back at Memphis, so he's learning still how to play it at the NFL level. And then he did have that turf toe last year late in the season. I think even during mini camps, he had a little bit of issues there too. So I don't know. But I think that if he can go out here and have a good game Thursday against you all, I think everything can be forgiven. Don't put the ball on the carpet, right?
Yeah.
And I look at, like I told you, I highlighted some of the guys that you had on here. I think last year, our biggest thing against you all was turning the ball over at the wrong time.
Yeah, the end of that game, right, with Alex Smith.
Yeah.
That's how Alex Smith ended.
3 picks.
Yeah.
And then you also had, forget the 2-point conversion that we gave you all. Kyle Allen
Yeah, wait, I was going to ask, where is Kyle Allen still on the roster?
He's still on the roster. He's the back. He will be the backup on Thursday.
Is he like fully healed? I guess so, right?
Yeah, fully healed. Yeah, I mean
that was a nasty one too. That was a nasty injury too.
Yep. It's something about FedEx Field and quarterbacks, man. So I don't know, but he's he's healed enough to play. What's up, Tone? How you doing?
That's crazy. He went from the starter to the third string quarterback.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
The QB situation is crazy there.
It's asinine.
But it might be better than the Giants quarterback situation.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Tell y'all play 4 quarterbacks in the season, make it to the playoffs. It ain't that bad. No, it's not. We had to play 4 quarterbacks last year.
But you guys made the playoffs. That's the thing. You got it done.
Yeah. Let me ask you about that. So what did it look like? What were you thinking when you were watching Sunday Night Football? Philly hosted Washington. Jalen Hurts was kind of having his way with us.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind? I'll tell you what I'll give you my rebuttal to the Giants fans who tell me that. But what was your thoughts on that one?
Okay, well, first I'll say this. Like, if the Giants wanted to make the playoffs, they should have won more games. Yes, period.
Thank you. She's logical. You are always welcome here, Lauren. You are always welcome here. Okay, you're good. Because
point blank period, should have won more games. Yes. Like, I'll say that first. Yes. But my emotion watching the game was, oh my God, they might, like, Jalen Hurts is playing well. Like, wow, I can't believe the Eagles are actually beating Washington. Like, I didn't expect this to happen. Like, really wasn't expecting that to happen.
Right.
And then I see Nate Sudfeld come in. I'm like, no, they're not. They're not actually tanking on Sunday Night Football, are they? Like,
they were
happening. And it was just like a moment of like, this isn't happening. And then I was like, bro, I can't believe I can't believe the Eagles actually tanked. Like, I think I was more surprised, like, you tank on Sunday Night Football. Like, you do the most obvious thing by taking your starting quarterback out, who is a rookie. After he played well. Like, I was like, wow, I can't believe I actually did that.
Yep. Wait,
I can't believe Doug Peterson actually went to the press conference and said, oh yeah, we thought we had a good chance to win with Nate. That's why we put him in.
Yeah.
And then he was fired.
I think a lot of people were, there were some reports coming out of Philadelphia that he had really written his resignation pretty much in the middle of the season. So I think that was just the icing on the crap cake that was the Eagles.
I think he was taking the fall for the front office.
Yeah. Howie Roseman, I don't know how he stays around. Yeah. And through, like, that's the only constant is Howie Roseman. I don't see how he keeps on getting the job. What's up, the money team? I'm a Steelers fan, but can't wait for this matchup. Hey, we can't either. And you know, we talked about our teams, but we look around the NFC East. Dak is back.
Dak is definitely
back. What did you do? Were you worried? Were you sweating bullets when you saw Dak? It's like, this might be the guy. Because y'all have had nominal success against Dallas, but were you sweating bullets a little bit? Like, oh God, we're gonna have to deal with this guy again.
So I'm that weird Giants fan that likes Dak. Like, I don't like the Cowboys, obviously, but I like Dak as a person. Like, I really respect him. Like, everything he's been through, like, the past 2 years, and just, like, I've read so many articles about, like, how he's dealt with everything, like, from his brother, like, to his leg, like, all that stuff. Like, I have so much respect for Dak. So, like, I was really hoping, you know, he was gonna have a really strong comeback, and nothing would be wrong with his leg or his shoulder. And honestly, he played literally like he played last season before he got injured. Just like 400 yards, you know, playing really well. And that's like the type of quarterback Dak is. Dak is a good quarterback.
Right.
I don't think it surprised me at all the way he played. But it's definitely like, okay, I thought the Dallas Cowboys offense could be top 5 this season. But the thing that surprised me, honestly, was the defense. Like, I was like, oh, they're not terrible.
They're
like,
not.
Everyone was acting like this defense was going to be the worst in the league. But they were creating turnovers. They were doing what they had to do. Like, they were giving Dak a break. Like, they were like, Dak, you don't need to throw for 500 yards today, just 400. Like, I was honestly surprised with the defense. I was like, they're actually like not terrible. But I think Dallas could win this division.
They could. You know, I thought that Zeke, the fact that they didn't get Zeke involved more often was a little bit concerning to me. But hey, if Zeke ain't playing, I'm good. I'm good. If
Yeah,
that's
they were
one
giving
less thing you
a
got
lot of
focus.
snaps to Pollard too.
Yeah. Pollard did have a lot, especially on them inside handoffs out of the gun. He had a couple of those
Yeah,
runs.
for the first game of the season, they were really like Zeke was back there like blocking.
Yep, and getting. I remember there was one time when they came up to Washington and Cole Holcomb, our linebacker number 55, blew him up off of one of those blocks. So I don't know. I don't know if Zeke is getting to that point where he was good. He was really an elite talent his first couple of years, but it seems like it's just been chipping,
It's
and
so
I don't know if it's
weird
broken.
with running backs, like how they just fall off, like
Yeah,
out of nowhere. Like I think the first running back I remember just like falling off was like Jamal Charles.
Yeah,
like it was like, what happened? Like this dude was like the best, and now
LT was one of the guys that I grew up watching. Him falling off, I thought that blew my mind. Larry Johnson and Priest Holmes too. Both of them played for the Chiefs. Interestingly enough, I think it really does.
even David Johnson.
Yeah.
Speaking of Johnson,
Oh, the Lord, where is Dave? Is he still in Houston?
Yeah, but like, how did he's not even that old? Like,
No,
I don't like. How does that happen?
It just, I think the injuries, the mileage that you put on these backs, because he lit up the world in 2015.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but we kind of move over from Dallas to Philadelphia. So if the playoffs started today, the Philadelphia Eagles would have won the
Just
NFC
as everyone
East.
expected.
Yes.
Just as we all thought.
As they took down the vaunted Atlanta Falcons, who a lot of folks are thinking Falcons aren't gonna be that competitive this year. I don't think so. But what did you think about them and your y'all's neighbors to the south?
I was surprised they put up over 30 points, to be honest. I mean, I picked the Falcons to win that game in my little pregame stream because I was like, well, let me just pick against the Eagles. Right. Honestly, to be totally transparent there. But that's definitely encouraging, like what Jalen Hurts did. Like, I don't care how bad the defense is. Like, he did like all he could do. Like, he showed everything he could, I think, in that game. Like, it was versus a bad defense, but that offense put up over 30 points. Like, that was really, I think it was a good performance from Jalen Hurts. He did some stuff with his legs too. Like, I don't know. Jalen Hurts gets a lot of hate from Giants fans. Like, I don't know about Washington fans. Everyone says, oh, Jalen Hurts is so bad. Like, Minshew is better.
Right.
But I don't agree with that. Even before, the season started, like, Jalen Hurts can get it done. Like, he might not have the best stat line, but I feel like he's a guy who can, like, grind it out and get your team at least in a position to win.
Yeah, I think the one thing that I've always had a problem with Jalen Hurts was that he's never been a finisher. He's kind of like he's like a Bloomingdale's version of Taylor Heineke, right? He can get you to some moments, especially like look at his last couple of years at Alabama. Tua had to come in there, finish that national championship.
Yeah,
but he did get the redemption the next year, right? When he had to win the SEC championship for him. So it's just like, I don't like Jalen Hurts.
I feel like he's still so young that like he hasn't started that many games for the Eagles. I don't know the exact number, but he barely played last season.
Yeah, he's played down the stretch. I think they even beat who they beat? They beat the Saints, but they had Taysom Hill at quarterback that time.
Oh yeah, that was so weird that Taysom started over Jameis last year.
Yes. Talk about Jameis Winston. We go around the league too. What did you think about that? And
I loved it. I'm happy for Jameis, man. I thought like him being under Sean Payton would help. Him turn over the ball less. Like you have Alvin Kamara in the backfield. Like he's great running the ball. He's great catching the ball out of the backfield. Like he's always that, I guess, like safety valve. Like you don't have to force the ball down the field because Alvin Kamara is right there and he can score a touchdown. Like on this little safety valve pass. He looked really good. Like when he threw it down the field, like that last touchdown was a dime. Like that last touchdown just to seal the game was really awesome. But he just looked like he wasn't forcing it. Like he ran if he didn't see something he liked and he had a lane, he would run it. And I even saw him, like throw it out of bounds. Like he wasn't just being like, "Oh, screw it!" Like
just get
down there.
Yeah, he just he's playing smart there. So we got about 15 more minutes here, so we'll go into the final stretch of this. So I'll give you final say on your Giants. The Giants win if
the Giants win if they don't turn over the ball.
Okay. They win if they don't turn over the ball, which I think they turned the ball over a couple of times against us. So that's good. I think I even ran some numbers. What was it? Daniel Jones is 3-12 when he throws a pick, and he's 3-13 when he's sacked 3 or more times. That's my combination right there. So I say for Washington wins just throw. But like we sacked them 5 times, and y'all still won. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. But I think that Washington needs to focus on getting the ball. Heineke needs to get the ball out to his weapons, of course. Terry McLaurin, we still have that guy, Logan Thomas, who is becoming.
That's what I actually wanted to say too. Who I'm like not nervous about, but who I think could have a big game is Logan Thomas.
Oh, she's a Logan Thomas fan too, y'all. We stand Logan Thomas here. We stand Logan.
Awesome. He had a big play versus the Giants. He had that touchdown versus the Chargers. In my video, it's coming out tomorrow. I say like another guy who could have a big game is Logan Thomas.
Yes.
They covered struggling Noah Fant in the first game. So watch. I'm telling you guys, Logan Thomas is going to have a touchdown.
Woo!
Even if they don't win, Logan Thomas is going to have a touchdown.
Woo! Yes. Logan Thomas. Yeah. Hey. You are welcome here. Look, at the end of the year, I'm booking you already, so we can talk. Look, I'm already booking
I appreciate Logan Thomas. I think he's good. He's good.
I like, so offensively, that's what I think.
Red zone machine.
Yeah.
When he's in the red zone, who's stopping that guy? He always has like crazy catches. I feel like in the end zone, it's like whoa, and then he comes down with it.
Yes, speaking my language here, Logan Thomas is the man. If I don't buy jerseys anymore. I would buy his. I really would. I may buy it this week. I'll be at the game. So I may buy
he has like 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. Oh, if he has, I'll lose my mind. You'll be reading about me on Twitter. Man gets arrested for tackling Logan Thomas on field and banned from ever going to FedEx Field ever again.
Just try to give him a hug.
Right. Like this guy, I support him. I
love you.
Yeah, I love you, bro. Like, can you be the best man in my wedding? No offense to any of my buddies, but
that's Logan Thomas.
Yeah. What's up, Derek? Oh, we're previewing. Sorry, we previewing. So we gotta have a Giants fan on here. But anyway, I like as far as defense go. Like I said, our linebackers need to play a lot better, especially as Saquon's there, especially with you all having Kyle Rudolph there. I think that they could take him out, because if our linebackers terrible, Kyle Rudolph will have a career day. And I
didn't play well. He really didn't have anything going for him.
I know, but he will have a career day of for you guys. If our linebacker John Bostic and Cole Holcomb and Jamin Davis, that combination of which sorts, it'll be a wrap. It will definitely be a wrap for you all, and you will be able to sleep nice and go to work Friday and be like, yeah, we beat the Washington tail yet again. I guess so. So defensively, what do you all have to, like looking at our offense? What do you think the defense, like who needs to show up outside of your edge rushers, right?
Yeah.
What's a guy that may not be on our radar that's like, y'all better watch out for this cat, because he could wreak some havoc.
Someone who's not on your radar. Let me think. I mean, James Bradbury, I feel like he's on everyone's radar. Like that's quarterback 1 right there. Let me go with Jabril Peppers. I mean, he hasn't got a ton of playing time. I love Jabril. I feel like he's the guy who, you can blitz him. Like he can be all over the field and making plays. He brings so much energy. But I don't know, he wasn't getting that many snaps versus Denver. I don't know why. Rookie. No, he's not a rookie anymore. Just kidding. Sophomore Xavier McKinney was getting a lot of snaps at that safety spot with Logan Ryan back there. So I don't know what the deal is with Jabril, but I don't know. He's one of my favorite players on the defense. He brings so much energy. Unfortunately, I think he was the one who tackled why am I blanking on his name right now? 8 injured quarterback.
Oh God, who are you talking about?
The quarterback.
Y'all's quarterback?
No, yours.
Kyle Allen.
I was like,
I'm thinking of 8. I was like, wait a minute.
Call him Case I know he's not Case Keenum, but for some reason, I want to call him Case Keenum, even though I know that's not Case Keenum.
And garbage all looks the same at the end of the day, right? So I keep it petty a little bit. Yeah, but Jabril Peppers, I liked him when he was at Cleveland, and then when y'all traded for him, when y'all got Sugar Boo out of there, or Odell, whatever y'all want to call him. I thought that was a good move for you all. Like to see something out of him. But I will be looking for these guys. I'm gonna write them down, and I'm gonna be looking for. I was like, that's that guy.
Enough snaps though. I don't know why they're not playing him more.
Now, could you think what? So let me go back to training camp. What happened with this fight? And then they had the defensive coaches running laps after Daniel Jones was at the bottom of the pile. And what happened?
This is like the mysterious thing. There's no video of it. No one has any evidence, I don't think, of this actual fight breaking out.
Right.
I don't know how Daniel Jones got to the bottom of the pile. Someone made a joke. He was trying to get a fumble a ball that he fumbled.
Danny Jones.
But I don't know how. Apparently, I mean, I know how it broke out. It was apparently Evan Ingram and Logan Ryan got into it after a late hit on Evan Ingram, I believe. And apparently everything was fine after. But yeah, I don't know how Daniel Jones ended up at the bottom of the pile. That's like the big mystery of this all.
So if you know anybody in the know up there, figure out how Daniel Jones got to the bottom of the pile.
Clearly, after Sunday, we saw he thinks he can take down 2 defenders. He's really into lowering the pads unnecessarily. So that fight might have started, and he might have just lowered the pads in there.
Who's y'all's backup quarterback? Is it Mike Glennon? Oh dear God! Woo!
Mike Glennon.
Woo! Y'all in trouble? Oh Lord, I thought we was in trouble. Good God in daytime. If Mike Glennon, oh man. Oh, shout out local Virginia boy there.
Mike Glennon. I feel like it's a meme or something. Someone just going Mike Glennon.
Probably.
Videos on TikTok just Mike Glennon.
Mike Glennon here, and his brother Sean played at Virginia Tech. I think he played at NC State. So, but they're local kids. I think they may have went to the same high school, graduated from the same high school that Jonathan Allen did. So, I don't know, but yeah, Lord have mercy on you if that happens.
They should have traded for Minshew, honestly. Daniel Jones hasn't even played a full season, so
Minshew magic. That's right, because y'all had Colt McCoy who led y'all to victory against the Seahawks.
Just bizarre stuff like that.
Alfred Morris, you had the
2014 or
y'all. I was like, what is this? This is bizarro land. So I'm like, anybody who had money on that game, they probably were like, oh no. But if you took the Giants to cover, you were good. You were okay there. But Lauren, we getting ready to wrap up here, but I appreciate you being on here.
Thank you for having me.
This was a blast. Do you have just tell people again where they can find you, talk about any projects you got coming up, just talk about that and where they can find you again.
Oh yeah, for sure. So SheGotSports on YouTube, it's one word. Social media like Twitter at SheGotSports, but it's Lauren Russ, ITSLAURENRUSS. Is my Twitter where I tweet out during the game, where I just cried during the game and be like, oh no, bro, oh my God. Just stuff like that. And I have a video coming out previewing this game tomorrow, and Thursday I'll have the live reaction up after the game. Like I just record
Excellent.
it with my camera, and then I edit and upload it. So
Okay, so
if you guys win, you guys will probably enjoy the
yeah, I'll troll you, but
the tears. No, it won't.
Yeah.
No tears, salty tears.
I'd be like, but now if we lose, which is quite possible for the 6th time in a row. You know, I expect the Giants fans to come in and give me a hard time, but no, this has been
I don't give anyone a hard time.
Come on,
man, you got the Cowboys when they lost. I don't, because you know what? They haven't won enough for me to do that. So.
Oh, she's petty. You're petty. I like that. I like it.
No, I wouldn't. No, I don't. Like, I would never. I'm not a trash talker. Like, I would never. Even if the Giants were like 16-0, I would never be like, "How about them Cowboys?" Well, maybe I would, the Cowboys, yeah. But I never am like, "Oh yeah, you guys stink," because we stink. Me too. I too stink.
Yeah, I mean, the whole division stinks. We still,
NFC East.
Yeah, but hey, somebody's got to win it. But you know,
somebody.
I'm a trash talker by birth. So I just come in here and like I know we're garbage. Like I know we've been garbage for 2 decades. Our owner is a pervert. And some people allegedly, I don't want to get sued, allegedly, but you know, and we've had so many issues. I get that, but you know, it's the fun part about all this. What's up, DCF? What's up, cousin Dwayne? How you doing? What about a good time? I don't know, man. We'll see. But
I'll say if you had fun, you won, though.
Yeah. Oh Lord, don't do that.
Because I'm definitely not having fun.
Oh, but well, at least you've got to see 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, but I was young.
But that don't mean nothing. You don't mean nothing.
I didn't enjoy it the way I would have now.
Hey, I would.
For my personal enjoyment, I would have liked if they won the Super Bowl in 2016 or later.
Yep.
For me personally,
2016, back when y'all stole a playoff spot from us. We won't talk on that. That I still get burned up about that. But no, Lauren, this has been an absolute pleasure and honor. I'll ask you one last question. Final score prediction.
Okay, I did this earlier today, so I have it in my head. 17-16 Giants.
Going with the Monday Night Football score from 2012. Okay, but Washington won that game. Give me. I think this game is going to be a little bit more high scoring than people think it's going to be. Give me 27-21. Burgundy and Gold wins it.
Okay,
and
I respect it.
I think there's some kind of funky turnover will happen.
Oh yeah,
and
like that fumble. Last year that just rolled down.
Yeah, at the beginning of the game, and we couldn't jump on the doggone ball. Why you I still that was Antonio Gibson
50 yards.
Yes, and Logan Thomas had it. Logan Thomas was on it. He was on it, and all he had to do was just get. And somehow,
just everyone somersaulting down the field.
Yes. Oh my gosh! I was looking for
the football at its finest.
Yes, I was looking for that song. It goes. I mean, it was just like I was looking for Chris. I literally heard Chris Berman in my subconscious saying, "Whoop, whoop, 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 whoop," as that ball went downfield. Like that's how it went. Like you said, it went 50 bloody yards down. I can't. With that, y'all.
I love it. I wonder if something like that it would happen on a short week like this.
Yeah, I know. And I tell you one thing, y'all. Don't forget, I won't be live this Sunday with a Washington game. I may be live for Sunday Night Football. I don't know just yet. We'll figure that out, or we'll be live for Monday Night Football. Either way, I'll let you guys know as soon as possible. Don't forget. On the 26th, we are doing our live stream for the Hog Farmers charity. You know, it's Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month. So y'all make sure y'all come here. Any super chats you donate to the channel, that will get donated right back to the Hog Farmers. So we'll match those proceeds dollar for dollar over there. Well, not matching because that means I'd have to put in extra money. But anyway, no, whatever you give, it's going to go over there on the Warpath. That's why we're going gold this month. And shout out to all of you guys for being here. And for Lauren Russell, She Got Sports. We appreciate you. I'm Sanchez 405. Remember, slap a table. Keep that same energy. We'll outlast the bastards together. As always, love, peace, and hail. Till the next time, family. We out.